This is the moment United Healthcare Chief Executive Brian Thompson was shot and killed in the middle of a Manhattan street.
Chilling new details tonight following what police say was the premeditated murder of the CEO of United Healthcare.
You expect to see that in a spy movie, that it's not real.
It just caused chills. I'd never seen anything, I never expected anything quite like it.
The early morning execution outside a Midtown hotel has become a macabre media sensation.
It's all over the news, right?
Do you think this is a pro? Do you think this is a guy that could have been paid to do this?
This incredible assassination that happened on Wednesday is everywhere.
And it's completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people and its lived experience.
Luigi Mangione, an Ivy League-educated 26-year-old from an affluent family, has been charged with Brian Thompson's murder and is currently in custody in Pennsylvania. The state local police say he fled to after he committed the crime.
The class of 2016 is truly defined by its inventive...
The smiling alleged assassin has become an internet folk hero and a national celebrity.
It's funny. Luigi.
Everybody's fixated on how good looking this guy looks. If you look like Jonah Hill, no one would care.
And he's become a focus for the anger many Americans have towards the health insurance industry.
United Healthcare refused to approve the transfer via ambulance from the hospital where we live to another state.
They tried to deny coverage for my mother's dialysis.
Police say Luigi Mangione spent 10 days in New York City before carrying out the killing of Thompson, wearing a mask for all but this moment, where police say he dropped his guard to flirt.
It was practiced, but not experienced. And there's a significant distinction between the two. When you're practiced without having the actual experience, you're going to make more mistakes because you've never gone through the real situation.
Hi, I'm Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare, and welcome to the attendees of...
Brian Thompson was in town for a conference being held by his employer, United Health, one of the biggest health insurers in the United States.
The insurance companies have known for a long time that they need to have their executives protected. It was kind of surprising to me, frankly, that he didn't have better protection.
On December 4, just after 5 a.m, police say Mangione left his hostel on the Upper West Side of the city to a swanky Midtown hotel and the venue of the United Health Conference. He laid in wait for about 5 minutes before spotting Thompson, pulling out a gun and shooting him from behind.
It's something that you would possibly see in a movie, and yet a man lost his life. A man with a family lost his life.
Mangione allegedly then jumped on a bike, headed to Central Park. He then hailed a cab and disappeared from the city within 45 minutes. But police allege he did leave some clues. Engraved bullet casings with the words deny, defend and oppose, echoing the title of a book detailing tactics health insurers use to kill claims, and a large grey backpack.
He leaves the backpack in Central Park in an area where it was eventually going to be found. And then inside the backpack, you have monopoly money. So now you have another element that law enforcement has to interpret to make sense out of what is this message. So when I see that kind of behavior in a crime scene, that really changes things for me in terms of the offender almost playing games with law enforcement.
With pictures of the suspect saturating American media, it was only a matter of time before the alleged gunman was arrested, and he was 5 days later. While police worked to solve the murder, Americans expressed sympathy for the alleged killer and their disgust with the victim.
I was saddened to see this outpouring of rage and the comments toward this victim personally.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for the opportunity.
Wendell Potter is a former health insurance executive, but now leads an organisation advocating for reform in the sector.
They're gigantic for-profit companies. People are very much aware that these companies are very, very profitable. And one of the ways that they have become so profitable is by making it more and more difficult for Americans to get the care that they need, even with health insurance.
There's no universal health system in the US, but about 305 million people are insured. Of those, 65% are on private insurance plans, and many are slugged with high premiums. But according to the American Hospital Association, between 10 and 20% of claims are denied every year.
Our system of coverage is unique in the world, in which we have allowed these private, for-profit companies to control our access. And the way they have gone about controlling that access and rewarding their shareholders is by denying coverage for care that people need.
He was a very thoughtful person, communicated really well, was friendly, had good relationships with everyone. He was even, in some ways, a bit of a leader.
Luigi Mangione had a successful career in computer science. He moved to Hawaii and then California. It's been reported he grew increasingly distant from friends and family. He was reported missing by his mother 16 days before the alleged murder.
The Luigi that I knew and that so many classmates knew was a hardworking, driven, social kid who had everything going for him.
He reportedly suffers severe back pain, but he was not a United Health customer. Brian Thompson leaves behind 2 children. In a message to staff, United Health CEO Andrew Whitty described him as a beloved colleague.
The circumstances of his death are profoundly shocking and disturbing. We all feel a great sense of loss, and I think today we're shattered by that.
We have a lot of violence in this country, a lot of gun violence. So to that, I wasn't terribly shocked. But I can't recall when we have had a corporate assassination in this country, and that's essentially what we had here.